Hey, what's going on, everybody? David here, back again with another video. Today, let's talk video games. I know it's been a while since we've done a video game related video here, but I wanted to do it today just because I have picked up a couple of video games in the last few months or so. But the sucky thing is that I have had little to no time to play anything. Um, between obviously life and responsibilities, uh, there's also all the films that I have to watch, which I love. I will never complain about that. But video games have started to kind of like falter and go to the back of the line, in a sense. So much so that I literally told myself, this was about a week ago. I set aside some time and I told myself, you're gonna play video games, which sounds dumb. I set aside a whole day. Yeah, about a whole day or two. I think it was two in total, actually. To just try to concentrate as much as I could on video games. And it felt so good. Yeah, it definitely is like a stress reliever. Because I came out of it feeling like refreshed, and then you fast forward later and everything else is exploding behind me, kind of thing. No, but it felt so good. I ended up playing through Resident Evil 7 again. I hadn't played that one in, oh my god, I don't know how long. And I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and replay through it. And it was amazing. Very creepy. Still to this day, I that's one game I still have not played in VR, and I don't think I want to. um, just because of the creep factor of it. I don't know if you guys have played it. If not, it's a lot. It's a different scenario than your typical Resident Evil game, and it's first person, and it just makes it that much more creepy. But amazing game. Took me a couple of hours to beat it again. But then I was like, you know what? All right, I'm on a roll here. Let me just pop in Resident Evil 4, the Resident Evil 4 remake, which I had not touched. I literally played it about maybe like 20 minutes when I first got it, and it's been sitting on my shelf. And again, that tells you that I have had like no time, man. And I literally, I was like, no, I'm playing this one next. Popped it in. I I beat it. I hadn't played Resident Evil 4 in a good while, since probably one of the original times that I played it. Um, and this remake was amazing. I had so much fun playing it, and then to top it off, they threw in some curveballs, with it, and some extra areas that weren't in the original game that made it that much more refreshing. So I had a blast with that game. I had a lot of fun with that game. And then I was like, okay, so what am I gonna do now? What's next? So I was already on a roll, and I started thinking about it. I was like, okay, let me start kind of looking at the stack of games that I've gotten in the last couple of months. So I'm gonna start working my way through them. Hopefully within a month or so, I can kind of weed through these and see where I'm at. But I'm like really wanting to play these because I was anticipating these games for a good while, and then I got them, and then they've been sitting there, and I don't want it to be like Resident Evil 4 remake, where a year or two passes and it's still sitting there. But first one that I got that I am truly excited for, and I played through this one just a little bit, and it was already awesome, and it's Silent Hill 2 for PS5. This remake here is much anticipated, and oh my god, just the little bit that I did play was super amazing. Again, the creep factor is there. It really is. It made it a lot darker, a lot, darker in tone and stuff like that, and it's just that much more creepy, and I love it. And as if you could not tell, I'm a big survival horror fan. So I have a lot of that going on. But yeah, really cannot wait to pop this one in. This one might be my next one, I think. But yeah, and then just this one I picked up the other day, because FYI, it looks like Walmart is doing their video game sale again, so be on the lookout for that. Um, and yeah, I scooped this one up because I had not picked it up at all, and it was super cheap, $10. Dead Space for PS5. This is the remake of Dead Space. I love the originals. They're so much fun and super creepy. And yeah, I had not played this one at all, so really excited to play through this one at some point, hopefully. But yeah, this is gonna be definitely one on my list here of of what to pop in next. And then the one that I actually have been playing before I started playing the Resident Evils before that, and one that I'm having a blast with because I love the first one, is Alan Wake 2. This is the deluxe edition for PS5. It also includes the Alan Wake remastered digital copy in here if you did not pick it up before. I did, so yeah, it's just kind of been sitting there. But yeah, so this has all the DLC as well, and this one is so much fun. I love the first Alan Wake when it first came out on Xbox and Xbox 360, and this one has been on my list, like my wish list forever, and finally it came out. Finally, okay, so it came out digitally, right? And I'm sure you guys know this. It came out digitally. They said they weren't going to do a physical copy. I was super resistant to buy it. I put my foot down and I said, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy a digital game that's digital only, especially a game like Alan Wake 2. So I put my foot down. I did not purchase it. Thankfully, I did not hear any single word about it, any sort of plot point or spoiler or anything like that. And eventually, I can't even think about how much time it passed, maybe like a year or so, they finally said that they were going to be coming out with a physical copy, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm there for that one. I cannot do digital only games, especially, I mean, I'm physical media all around, you guys know that, but especially with games, I'm not digital only unless it's like a $5-10 game or something like that I don't mind, if it goes away. I'm all for physical. It needs to stay physical for me. And yeah, so I was not going to buy this game any other way. Thankfully, physical copy now exists. I have it in my hand. And it had been sitting there for a bit until I started playing it, like I said. And I'm I think I'm about 3 hour, maybe 2 hours in, 3 hours in of gameplay so far. And I love it, man. It is super creepy. It's a lot creepier than the first one. Very much a vibe of like True Detective. If you guys are into like that, noir, like crime noir, kind of stuff, this is definitely going to be up your alley. A lot of horror, a lot of supernatural stuff. And yeah, man, super fun. Having a lot of fun with this one. Definitely one that I'm gonna complete very soon. Yeah, I'm completely loving the story so far. So this is really cool. Like I said, it has all the DLC right there, and it's interesting that that you get to play as another character in here. So that's pretty cool. And then next up is just a fun one. This one, I have this game like on various consoles. And when this one was coming out, I was like, all right, I gotta pick it up. And I have this one. This is just more of like a fun go-to game that I love playing and popping in when I just want to like nonsensically destroy zombies. And that's Dead Rising. This is Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster right here. I love the Dead Rising franchise. I believe I have all of them. And I really wish that they would put out the older Xbox 360 digital only titles. I think it was like Case Zero and Case West, and then I think that there was another digital only title. I can't remember, but I wish that they would put those out in physical form, or at some point anyway, so that way I could have the whole collection of them. I have them digitally, but yeah. So this is just this is a fun beat 'em up type of game that I'm sure that you guys have played before. If you have not, it's just nonsensical violence, zombie violence, which is really cool and really fun. Yeah. So, and I have this game for Xbox 360, Xbox One. Well, I have a Dead Rising game on Xbox One. I have it on PS3, PS4, and then PS5. I have like all sorts of Dead Rising games. So these are just fun go-to games that I love playing. And then another one is another one that's kind of like that, like just a fun go-to game. I'm not really looking to be a completionist with it, but it's one of my favorite pastimes, I guess you could say. And that is the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics right here on PS4. I love these games, and I love that finally get all of them in one collection here. These are so much fun. This takes me back. I used to play a lot of them at the arcade, and I don't want to say I was like an arcade shark, but literally I would have people lining up with their quarters on the arcade back in the day to battle. You know what I mean? And that was so much fun. And these are just some great games to play through, especially if you're just trying to, play through a fighting game. I'm a big lover of fighting games as well. So love everything about it. And it also includes The Punisher, which is a nice side-scrolling beat 'em up as well that I have so much fun with. A lot of fond memories of that one as well. I've never played that one. I don't think I played that one in an arcade. My memories of it were playing it with my friend on his Genesis back in the day, and that was really fun. But yeah, X-Men Children of the Atom, Punisher, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Right here in one collection, which is amazing. I love this, and I had to pick this up because knowing these sometimes with these Marvel vs. Capcom games, the physical copies, and this is another one that was released digital first, and then they released a physical copy of it later. Not that much later, like Alan Wake 2, but a lot of these physical copies of Marvel vs. Capcom games, they tend to go out of print pretty quickly for the most part, and then you see them online for like $100, $200 sometimes, in some cases anyway. So I wanted to be sure that I had this in my collection as well, because it's just that awesome, really. It comes with a cool little mini comic book, which is kind of hard to thumb through, to be honest. But it's cool that it has a mini comic with it. It's included. Love the artwork on here in this comic as well. Really cool. But look at that. Yeah, Ryu and Cyclops right there. Giving that bro handshake. But man, yes. So if you love fighting games, this is a no-brainer to get and pick up. If you're just looking for a good time here and there. But yeah, so those are my recent game pickups. From the last couple of months. A lot of good gameplay here to go through. A lot of great games to experience. And yeah, I can't wait to, again, I'm gonna try to make it a point to set aside that time to play through these, because this is definitely a priority. This one is definitely a priority to me. This one is the other priority. Let me see. I'm gonna put these in order of playing. I think that kind of sums up where I'm gonna be going with as far as playing through these games. I think that's a pretty smart way to go. What do you guys think? Anyway, if you guys have played through any of these, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. No spoilers, please. No spoilers. But yeah, so I have really high hopes for Alan Wake 2, and I'm really excited and hoping that it ends as awesome as the first one did. Silent Hill 2, I know is gonna be awesome, but I cannot wait to experience the curveballs in there. And Dead Space is Dead Space, you know? It's just cool sci-fi, space sci-fi, zombie creature fun. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you dug it or found it informative in any way. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, because I will be coming back with more videos as always. And if you guys dig videos like this, video game videos, let me know in the comments. Say something. Throw me a comment in there, because I love talking about video games. And if there's any interest, I'll keep doing more and more of these. But so far, I'm doing these kind of for myself because I love video games so much. I know you guys do too. Anyway, with all that being said, we'll catch you next time.